All right, thank you very much once again. I welcome you back to this phase. The analysis I want to give us is an experience I had while working with an airline. There, as a procurement manager, I was saddled with the responsibility of procuring materials. And the example here is the diesel for power supply in the organization. We negotiated with the diesel suppliers, and ex-depot price was 96 to 97 naira. And we negotiated with the supplier and made provision for transport logistics and then for markup for the business sustainability. And at the end of the day, we arrived at the rate of supply at 104 naira per liter. That meant the factory price, that is the factory price, yes, the depot price of 97 naira plus 2 naira transport and logistics, then the markup that was provided, everything totaled 104 naira per liter. Then, because we introduced a standard process of issuing and accounting, we were consuming 2 trucks of diesel per month, and that amounted to 66,000 liters of diesel per month in support of our operation. But then someone was brought in, and he was brought in. Unfortunately, when the person was interviewed, he was recommended for a position of admin manager. When he was interviewed, he practically failed. The panel said he failed. But because the person who introduced him to the organization insisted he must be employed, and eventually he was employed, and he came in to only disorganize the organization. What did he do? First of all, he insisted that as admin manager, it was his duty to procure diesel for facility support, and that was an issue. By the time he now went in and immediately issued a letter of intent to a supplier, and then gave the supplier the price per unit delivery of 106 per liter. So 106 per liter, and at the end of the day, he now frustrated the control, the consumption control that was put in place, that is the supply and consumption of the diesel. Eventually, within 2 months, the consumption of the organization rose up from 66,000 liters to over 120,000 liters. That means over 4 trucks of diesel were now being consumed at the rate of 106 naira. Now imagine this difference. Where there is a diesel of 97,000 naira, 97 naira per liter, at 104 naira being our supply price, then the man now shot it up to 106 naira, and then increased it from 2 trucks to 4 trucks, and reduced the gestation period for the invoice to 2 weeks, whereas we extracted 30 days tenure for the invoice for the area suppliers we are dealing with. So at the end of the day, the transaction now had the organization shot up its consumption from 6,864,000 to 13,992,000 naira, being the excess cost of 7,128,000 naira per month. And as at that time, flight fare was 20,000 naira for an economy ticket, and that meant in a month the total of 7,128,000 was equivalent to the flight payment of 356 passengers, which is equivalent to about 2 full flights from Lagos to Owerri or Lagos to Port Harcourt. That was how an internal cost by a man with very poor comprehension of what an organization should be was escalated. And when you now ask, how did the organization go down, even after having very huge return on their income based on the load factor they were really recording within that time, you will now understand that this internal cost escalation led to the collapse of that airline. So, will you like this type of thing to replicate in your organization? There is need for you to send your people to training. Let them come and understand that the action they take today can actually nullify every other good the organization has achieved. Let us build an integration. Let the people be able to key into the vision of the organization, and bet you your productivity will be enhanced. So I invite you to participate in this training. Send in your team to participate. The fee is 75,000 naira per participant, and it runs for 3 days. So, believe you me, you will give the testimony of enhancement of your productivity. My name remains Ambassador Anthony Kalugo, and the address for the program is Enigma Hotel by Okigwe Street, Akwakuma, Owerri. Thank you once again. The phone number is on the screen. Thank you.